we didn't grow up with anything. So we used to go outside and build. We grew up in Scottsboro, Alabama. There's nothing there. People don't even know if there's black folks in Scottsboro.
Exactly.
Like, so we didn't get to go nowhere. We grew up on the Caucasian side of the tracks. We couldn't go outside. We wasn't able to do a lot of things. So what we had is what we had. You had to use your imagination. Like my mom used to get mad. I created something like this in my room when I was 7th grade with computer paper. Like, you have to use what you got. If you can't see it, how are they supposed to see it?
Yeah.
How can you explain something if you can't see it? There's never a box for anything. You create the box. I was taught that early, and because my grandparents on both sides were preachers, they taught me these things, and when I used them back on them, there was no rebuttal, especially after the fact that when they found out I was gay, it wasn't that they was disapproving of it. It was just I don't understand how it was a shock, because I've been gay as hell all my life. So I used to sit on the front porch with my legs crossed. So I don't know how it was a shock, but they didn't approve of it. But you were the one that taught me there was never a box. So now you want me to think that there is a box. So now that I don't think there is a box, anything can be used for anything. Prince Hakeem started off as a joke. I went to background history. I started off here at Paul Mitchell, and I was like one of the few black kids. And the girls, they couldn't say Elijah one, and to them it was like an African name, and Prince Hakeem was like the hottest thing then, so I became Prince Hakeem. With me, it's not what you know, it's what are you willing to learn. Like, I want to know more. So if I go to school, no offense to where I'm from, but if I go to school in Alabama, I'm not going to learn what these people in Kentucky, which is where I was. I would have never been doing weave if I would have stayed here in Alabama. I would have been doing silk presses and quick weaves. That's how I learned about lace, because I wanted to venture out and learn something new. I wanted to see what I was capable of, and Paul Mitchell was one of those ones. And he gave you opportunities while you were in school, so that's why I stuck with him. The competition, it is a competitive race between two individuals to see who can install a lace unit of their choice and make it look as natural as possible. They just called me and was like, I think it was Friday last week, and was like, hey, can you be in this? We want somebody to represent Huntsville. And I was like, sure, why not? Like, let's do it. Right. About time. As my mom say, I'm an entrepreneur. I use what I have to get the effect that you need, or the effect that you desire. I try to get as close as possible. Like, I just feel like there's so much more to life. Like, yeah, I do hair, but you can achieve the goals that you want. Just put your mind to it. You never know what you can do.